Okay, here goes nothing. Dear food, we have had a very interesting relationship. Very love-hate over the years. And there was very few people that I ever told about our relationship until recently. The reason I've started telling people about our past and current relationship is because of all the people that I've seen talk about their relationship with you publicly and how much that affected me. I've realized that you are not the problem, I am. It really is not you, it's me. That's what used to be a hard pill to swallow, and now it's not. I used you as an excuse. I used you in general. I coped with you. I harmed myself with you. I rewarded myself with you. My whole life revolved around you. But as I've gotten older, I've realized that none of that really had anything to do with you. It was all about me. So I'm happy to say that now we have a better relationship. I don't use you other than for my own enjoyment, which is fine, I think. That's how most normal people have a relationship with you. But I don't feel shameful for having a relationship with you. Our relationship is complicated. It's less complicated now, but it'll always be complicated to an extent. And I know that I'm one out of many on the scale of relationship status. It's complicated with you. We use you for different things. A lot of people argue that you're supposed to be used for good only. But who's to say what's good? I hope if anybody watches this, know that if you have a complicated relationship with food, you're not alone at all. I remember being in high school and what I call my relationship with food was getting as complicated as it had ever been. And there was this girl that I was acquaintances with, but she was so brave and had come to terms with her relationship with food. And I don't know if she was telling people, or as drama goes, people found out about it. But I thought that it was so cool that she was like, I don't want to say owning up to it, but I don't know another way to articulate it. And I thought that was cool, while also hearing people talk about her in my presence or to me, not knowing that I had the same type of relationship with food that she did. And over the years, I've watched from a distance her talk about it more openly over social media, along with others. But she was like the only person I knew that was my age, like in my area, that talked about it so openly. And she had no idea. Like, sorry. I'm not sorry, but it's something I kind of automatically say. She didn't know that I was watching and was like, I felt like I wasn't by myself, even though I didn't really talk to her about it. Because my husband, who was my boyfriend at the time, knew to an extent, but didn't understand, which I'm glad. To fully understand, you have to go through it, and I don't want people to have to go through things to understand them. But he was the first person that knew without me telling him that something was wrong. That my relationship with food was very complicated. So over the years, I have told people about my relationship with food. And it wasn't until I was what I would call legally an adult, but not one, that I realized what I was doing, and that food wasn't the problem, that I was. And I had a great support system and people that cared about me, and my relationship with food was not as complicated as a lot of people's was. So I have been in a healthier relationship with food in the past couple years. I've never seen a professional or had any type of medical help, which I do not recommend. I recommend people getting help, because I think it can turn into other things. One, I don't know how to articulate a lot of things because of the fact that I've never, seen anybody, a professional, about it and tell me, put labels on things or whatever. But I haven't relapsed in years, and that's great. And it's okay if you do. You just gotta, know that setbacks are okay, because your life is hopefully very long and there's gonna be bumps. But food's not your enemy. Your body isn't your enemy. You aren't your own enemy. Don't be afraid to talk to people. Social media and the internet has never made it more easy than it is today to reach people that understand you. I've had people reach out to me about my anxiety, about a lot of different things, and I think it's so great, because sometimes you don't even know how, alone you feel about a certain subject, even if you have loved ones that care about you and stuff. Sometimes you just need to talk to somebody that understands what it feels like and what you're going through. So I encourage people to reach out to a professional, to like-minded people, to anybody. Because people care. And life is worth living to the fullest. And there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and it does get better. When it seems like it won't, it really can. And it's not easy. I'm not going to be like one of those people like, everything's great all the time. It's because that's not true. And everyone, you're all smart enough to know that. But it gets better. You'll have days, but instead of having a whole bunch of bad days with a couple good days, you'll have a whole bunch of good days with a couple bad days, and it's worth it. So, that's it. That's my letter to food from me. And my just wish for anybody that watches this with any type of mental illness or anything like that. Reach out to people. Reach out to me specifically. I can talk your ear off and I can listen, either one. Or both, which is my favorite, just to do both. So, anyways. I don't really know how to end this, so I'm just going to end it on take care of yourself. Be selfish. It's okay to be selfish. And do what you dig. Do what makes you happy. As long as you're not hurting anybody else, do what makes you happy. That's all. Life is long and short. Make it worth it. That's it. Alright. Bye, guys.